was so amazing and so transformative for me that I wanted to talk about it and tell other people. So if you're looking for something, maybe this is that call to action that you're looking for, that you've been seeking. I am right smack dab in the middle of a program, and it's honestly been so beneficial for me. I have been through so much in such a short amount of time. It's been insane, and it's almost like unbelievable at a certain point. So I've always struggled with my weight. I've had an issue. I have a video online right now of me crying about it. And honestly, like, that was pretty tame into the emotions that I have been feeling about 2 months ago. I weighed the heaviest that I've ever weighed. I weighed 324 pounds. I was devastated. I was really upset, hated myself, felt disgusting, and I just like, how could I do this to myself? It was so bad, so bad. So I weighed 324 pounds, and it got my canoodle into noodling. Why did I let myself get so bad? Like, how did I do this? I knew that there had to be an answer out there of how am I gonna lose this weight and keep it off this time. I have done the water fast video, so if you haven't seen that, check that out. That was okay, but like, after I did it, I gained the weight back, and apparently I gained even more, because I think my weight at that time was like 307 or 308, and that's kind of where I sat. Skinny people, like, how do they get skinny? How do they stay skinny? What are they thinking? How do they feel about food? That sort of, thoughts started going through my mind. And I was like, there must be a book out there that someone's written, right? There's so many books out there. Has someone written a book about how to think skinny? I mean, how could I think like that? How could I eat like that? How could I be active like that? How can I get myself to get into that headspace? Because I feel like that's really what it was, is that my mentality about food or exercise or that sort of stuff, like, just wasn't all there with it, not where I needed to be to where I could be successful and lose this weight. 324 pounds. My goal weight has always been 185. I know that's still up on the scale, but like, that's where I've been my skinniest was I just hit 185. I was a size 15 in juniors, and I was happy. And I didn't want to go below that because I didn't like the way I looked if I went skinnier than that. And like, maybe now, because for me at that time when I was that weight, I was going through a lot personally. I was homeless, and I was dating somebody that was not kind to me, that was forcing me to take weight loss pills and lose the weight, or else he wouldn't be with me. And that really messes with your psyche. So I had a lot of baggage with like food and like weight and how I looked, and I needed to heal from this stuff. But this is how I've lost 20 pounds on hypnosis. So I know you think, oh my gosh, hypnosis, like, the clock swinging and they're telling you to like do jumping jacks. Like, what is this? No, not hypnosis in that way. Hypnosis, a trance, a very deep meditation state to allow you to reach into your subconscious, to ask it questions, and to get answers that your conscious mind wouldn't necessarily be able to give you, so that you can work through past trauma to change the way that you think or feel about food, about exercise, about your weight, about yourself, to heal. And as your mind is healing, your body heals too, because that's really all that weight loss is healing your mind and how you think and view things. Your mind, your heart, and your body will follow. And that's something that I've always felt is a universal truth. If your head's in the right spot, your heart's in the right spot, your spirit, your soul, your body will move forward together in alignment. How can I incorporate this into my life? I don't think I was in a spot years ago to be able to understand this, or to be willing to go through the traumas of my past and learn and grow. And like, it's not easy, okay? It's really tough. It's really hard. I've got a lot of problems, and working through all of those problems, I have found success. As of this morning, I am at 303 pounds. I'm willing to give this a shot. I don't know if it's going to be successful, but I'm willing to go all in, like really like just dive in and see what happens, because like, what am I gonna lose by doing this program? So chapter 1. Chapter 1 is prep. Just by doing the prep of it, I went from 324 to 316. I was like, okay, I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna do it, because like I already lost some, so let's go. Like, most of that is probably water weight, and week 1 was the fundamentals: chew, hydrate, and stop overeating. The first week I lost 2.4 pounds. Week 2 is limiting beliefs that have to go. And to me, this chapter meant to think better. And I lost 2.2 pounds that week. Week 3 is intuitive eating. So training your brain that, you know, to rely on your instincts, to allow your instincts to step in when it comes to food. Take like a third of it. Don't take the full amount. See where you're at. Drink water with every meal. Like, these steps and these weeks build upon each other. And this is a 12-week program. Week 4 is to train your brain to crave exercise. My husband was so gracious and so amazing to buy a hybrid elliptical / recumbent bike. I'm so proud of myself because I've been doing it like every single day, 20 minutes of exercise minimum every day. And it's just you basically, the hypnosis is that you exercise until it feels good. It feels great. That's been really helpful. Through the 4 weeks total, I lost 7 pounds in a month. Doing the hypnosis and the meditation and following the guiding steps that she has, I lost 7 pounds. Like, that's crazy, okay? Like, that's a lot of weight to lose, but a lot of that was water weight. I was retaining water really bad in my legs. My legs looked really swollen. My knees were really bad. I wasn't happy. I wasn't doing well at all. So this was kind of like a godsend in a way. I was like, thank you, God, so much for giving this program to me, because like I was so unhappy and I didn't know what to do. And this was like the answer that I needed. Starting the second set for the month started at 309 on September 6th, and this is where it went downhill for me. Week 5 is an emotional eating, and man, that one hit me hard. The hypnosis hit me really hard, because emotional eating had you go back through your traumas of, you know, why do you think the way that you do about food, about yourself? What's going on there? And where did it all start? Because like for you to heal from it, you have to go back to the core memory of like what started everything. And for me, and I knew this like forever ago, but I just never wanted myself to look at it. But it was specifically my father with food and the trauma that I experienced with that. And like, I just kind of like brushed that off like, oh, whatever. Because I'm like, sure, if I told my parents, they'd be like, shut up, Aerica. Like, we didn't do anything to you. And it's like, I don't think that you realize that consciously you didn't, but like subconsciously you fucked me up. So now I get the joy of going through all of that trauma and seeing it for what it is, and then telling my subconscious that like it's working in a defensive way to protect me, right? But it's like, I don't need protecting anymore. Like, that was for that time, and I don't need that anymore. And so you have to retrain your subconscious to be like, it's okay, and we're gonna move through this, and that's not needed anymore. Like, we're not in that stage of our life anymore. We need to move on. So with going through the emotional eating, that week alone, I lost 4.6 pounds. Now, I don't know if this has a direct correlation to like letting the emotional weight go, but like I can tell you, like, I was lighter. Wow, what a transformation. How amazing that this whole thing has been. And I understand it's not for everybody, but like for me, this is exactly what I needed. But with going through all of that emotional weight, it made me a little psycho. So I was like all over the place. My emotions have been like up and down, and I cried for like the first time in a really, really long time. Like, I realized that the whole emotional eating was also tied to just my emotional state of being. In the trauma of childhood, there was a lot of stuff about like, you don't cry, you don't show emotion, that it was wrong, that it showed that you were weak. And it's not, but like my subconscious like straight up believed that, right? Of like, if you cry, people are gonna think you're weak. You're just a crazy female that, you know, you're on your period and like, of course you're crazy. Like that's literally what my brain was telling me. Like if I cry, I'm crazy. If I cry, people are gonna not respect me anymore. They're not gonna take me seriously. So instead of getting sad or crying, like I couldn't even cry during a sad movie, you guys. Like this was really not healthy. It was not healthy at all. Instead of getting sad or crying about things and getting that emotional release out of crying, I would get angry instead. So like like I think that I still am, because there's still a lot of stuff that I gotta go through, but like I'm not as angry as I used to be about a lot of stuff. But I can't tell you how amazing it feels to not carry that weight anymore of being angry. Why? What good does that serve? It wasn't serving me, because I didn't cry. I do cry now. And like I cried so much that week. Oh my gosh, it was insane. So I lost 4.6 pounds. Week 6 is eating when bored, and I didn't think that I had emotional eating issues. I do. I didn't think that I really had an issue with eating when bored, and I really don't, in the way of like I'm gonna sit and just eat a bag of chips. But I did realize, me and my husband realized, if we don't sit down for dinner at the dinner table and we're eating in front of the TV, I will just like, I don't know when to stop. Like my hand just go and it's just like, yep. So we're gonna be eating at the dinner table from now on, and we've realized that that's a perfect opportunity for our family to share what's been going on for the week, what we're grateful for, what we're struggling for, what we're praying for, what we need prayers for, and just communicating. Week 7, upgrade how you reward yourself. And I started at 307.8. Currently, right now, it's Saturday. My weigh-in is Monday, so I have today and tomorrow to go through before I weigh myself on Monday. And then the negative self-talk comes back, full force. Oh my God, look at your arms. Look at your thighs. Look, this is what people are looking at you. Oh my gosh. What are they thinking about you, Aerica? They think you're so fat, putting the feed bag on all the time. I wonder what they were thinking when I was just eating in front of them. Like, oh my God, just so disgusted, because I was disgusted with myself. Excuse me, can we take a step back for a second? I've made so much progress. I know I've made a lot of mistakes and a lot of stupid decisions in the past. That does not mean that I deserve to have this weight. That does not mean that I deserve to feel like crap about myself for the rest of my life. No one deserves to have that emotional weight on them. So no, I'm not gonna accept that gift. I'm not gonna feel like crap about myself anymore. I have come so far. I've lost 20 pounds, but I didn't even think I was gonna get that far. I'm so proud of myself. I'm gonna have ups and downs, and like, I'm not gonna be perfect all the time. I cannot be perfect all the time. But like, realize that it's not the end of the world. It's okay. Like, I'm still gonna be losing weight. I wanna get out of 300 pounds so bad. So bad. Okay, we're gonna lower our portion size, and we're gonna eat 3 meals a day with a snack in there somewhere if I want or need. Right? Healthier choices, go gluten-free as much as possible, drink a crap ton of water every day, we're going to exercise 20 minutes a day, we're going to stop the negative self-talk, we're going to change our self-image, and we're going to do this right. And we're going to heal, because that's really what this whole weight loss is not about. Losing the weight, it's about changing your mentality and how you think and you feel in regards to food, because that right there is the key to everything. I feel for anybody out there that's experiencing the same things that I am too. You can do this. If I can do this, you can do this too. That will be the second section. The third section, the final 4 weeks. Week 9 is putting the law of attraction to work. Week 10, how to cope with unwanted attention, and I'm sure that's going to be a big one. Week 11, overcome the fear of success. That's huge. I did a fear video about, being fearful of success, and it's real. It's totally real. And then week 12, learning to love yourself for the long run, because that's all that matters. Do you love yourself? I have a tracker. I have goals depending on the day that I get to. So like the 2 that are filled out are the goals that I've hit. So my first goal was just to feel better. And like I did. I felt better, lost it, got it back. Reaching 310 pounds, I hit that goal. My next goal is 299.9. I just want to be out of the 300. I got so upset at myself that one week because I gained so much that I was even far. I felt like I was so close and then I lost it. I was upset, but I'm recentered. I'll keep moving forward. If I gain, that's okay. But it's okay. It's okay. We get back up, we get back on the horse, and we get to riding again, and it'll be okay. This has been my journey with hypnosis and how I lost 20 pounds on hypnosis. If you're interested in the book that I'm using, it's Close Your Eyes, Lose Weight by Grace Smith. It's not what you think it is. It is off the wall, but it is very helpful. So I hope this helped you in some way. Thanks so much for watching my videos, guys. I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate you. Do something nice for somebody today. Remember, I love every single one of you, and I hope you have a great day.